So is that, yeah, that's better. Yeah, so I knocked my camera and it fell and bumped me on my head. So slightly out of alignment. But it's all good, we got that sorted now. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I am the Cosmic Turtle, and this is the continuation of my playthrough for Bleach Rebirth of Souls on the PS5. I have to lower you down a little bit because I'm shouting. I'll uncover my ear a little bit more maybe. I'll do that. So it kind of is out of alignment slightly. And then I put it back up to max volume. Yeah, that's better. Okay, cool. So just me continuing with the story. Has what has been. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Like south, I have been up until this point.
Fingertips of the west, heels of the east. Gather holding the winds, scatter sweeping the rains. Bakudo number 58. Kyakushin Tsuijaku.
Yeah, that one.
64, 83, 97. Okay, I've located them. East 332, north 1566. They're at the Sokioku.
I should have done a little bit more on the camera, you know.
Here's what we're going to do. Go and locate all captains and lieutenants and communicate to them what's happening. Go and tell them. Everything that we've managed to learn so far about Aizen, and that includes his location.
Also, if I tilt forward a little bit, it's not going to be just basically looking at my the top of my head.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm counting on you. I must do all that I can to save the lives of Captain Hitsugaya and Lieutenant Hinamori.
Yes, yes you must.
Black and white net! 22nd bridge, 66th crown and cincture, footprints, distant thunder, sharp arrow, rotating land, cover of night, sea of clouds, pale soldiery. Fill the great circle and charge to the heavens! Bakudo number 77! Tente Kura! Acquisition.
So even, as I say, been watching this with my cousin. It's been his first watch through of Bleach. We're currently starting the Arrancar, well, not even starting, we're a little bit further into it now. Made a little bit of progress with the Arrancar arc. Been skipping all the filler. Like 138, I think. And in terms of my reading, I'm on chapter 58.
What I'm about to tell you is the complete truth.
So, what's the chapter called? Is the title a spoiler?
No. Aizen?
Kind of.
You heard her. What do you think, old man Yama?
The implication, anyway, is a bit too much.
Shouldn't do this.
I'm also on, I think I was on here before, on this volume of Shaman King, 3-in-1. Currently on 27 though, specifically. So, nearly done with this.
The captain.
I'll put them over there, so I can't grab them. Kind of that way, no. That way, right there. But I just got the next two Bond books as well. So I'm excited to read Diamonds Are Forever and From Russia with Love. I got to finish Moonraker first though. I've slowed down slightly because I was visiting family. I had to go to a funeral in the business.
Did you hear the news, Master Mayori?
Of course. I heard everything.
What should we do now?
This doesn't interest me.
I just seen the Nintendo Direct as well. I won't go into too much detail, just in case Jason pops in the stream later. Because I assume he'll want to talk about that if he jumps in. But the Switch coming out on the 5th of June was a lot earlier than I was expecting. I was hoping for like October, November sort of time. But as long as they don't make it ridiculously priced, it'd be fine anyway.
Squad 4, so you probably couldn't attune to her spiritual pressure.
What? Captains killing captains? Well, frankly, that's their problem. Why bother?
And I love the fact that they showed
They must have thought it was important.
Like new games that they're going to be updating with sort of like next-gen upgrades for the Switch
right,
2.
Look, let me explain. The Central 46 is the Serenite's supreme judicial body. They're in charge
New
of
third
interpreting
party
rules
or
and maintaining justice.
partnership games.
This
I can't remember how
Captain
Nintendo
Eisen
call it.
wanted the other Soul Reapers to
But
think
third
that the
party
orders that
developers
they were
making games on the
obeying
Switch.
came from the Council itself, when they were really obeying him. So what does he want?
An execution?
Right. The date of Rukia's execution was moved forward when we got here. That was suspicious. We should have realized something
does
was up
Uryu
then.
kind of spell this out in
But
the
this message
story?
makes everything crystal clear. It's apparent that this Captain Eisen wants Rukia dead and won't stop until she is.
I don't think he spells it out so much in the actual story now. I think they put that there to clear things up for people who like may have missed it. Or may have not realized that Eisen was in fact like controlling everything that Central 46 was doing. I need to call them Central 76 and execute Order 76.
What was that all about? What? How is... We're on Sokyoku Hill.
Welcome, Renji.
Yeah, I've seen like I haven't watched any, but I've seen videos being posted on YouTube, and it just seems from the thumbnails and the sort of vague discourse and what have you that I'm getting little snippets of. Seems like people may not be too fond of this Bleach game, or are slightly disappointed in some ways, which I find interesting because I've been really enjoying it. I think the combat could use a little bit of tweaking and a little bit of fixing up and stuff.
You're being so stubborn, Renji. If you won't give me
and
Rukia,
like the cutscenes can be a little bit lackluster, but a lot of it is fairly true to the manga or to the anime where
but I'm afraid that the
characters are
rest of you is
talking.
going to have to go.
It's just in cases like that
Your defensive skills
where
have improved noticeably, Renji.
they don't actually show the
You've
impactful
truly
bit,
grown.
or
That
censoring
pleases
it
me.
is what I don't like.
But all the same,
But other than
you've
that, I'm
chosen
really
a very
enjoying this
bad
game.
time to be persistent. It's a challenging situation. It's difficult
Renji's
to step
supposed to
on
be
ants
pissing out with
without
blood now.
crushing them. As your former captain, I still feel some protectiveness. I'd hate to see you die.
Really? Is that a fact? You'd hate to see me die?
Yeah.
Why? Why did you kill Momo?
Oh. So that earlier disruption of spiritual pressure was Tentekura. It must have been Isane. Momo's death was unavoidable. She just couldn't live without me. And she had already served her purpose. I killed her out of compassion. Don't you see that? But it was never my desire to kill her myself.
It's mad to me that
That's why
Aizen,
I tried to get Izuru and
Ganju,
Toshiro to do the job
Kiba,
for me.
and Gohan
But
are all the same voice
unfortunately,
actor. Plus probably
didn't
other
work out
characters
the
I'm not
way I'd
thinking
hoped
of
it
off the
would.
top of my head.
So, grudgingly, I took care of it.
Is that so?
Like, I can hear it, but it's still weird.
Momo, you had them right there. Both of them in the palm
It's also
of your
weird
hand.
if you watch the original Shaman King.
And you, Renji.
Sean Shamel, the voice of Goku, who doesn't seem to do much other than Goku nowadays. Like, voices Amida Maru, he voices Rio, or Ryu as his real name is, but they call him Rio in the show.
Sadly, I
Load
was
of
never
characters
the
got their
Captain
names
Eisen that
changed.
you proclaim to know.
Horo is called
I'm
Trey,
afraid
I
that
believe.
person was merely an illusion, Renji.
Manta is
In
Morty.
fact, the Sosuke Eisen that you knew never even existed.
Oh, is he gonna do it? Oh no, he
I
doesn't
don't
do
know
it yet,
exactly
does he?
what your game is, but you're definitely not getting your hands on Rukia now.
Yeah, you tell him.
Sabimaru!
Roar.
Out of the three of you, I'd say that you were the most trouble, Renji.
Oh, they actually did that bit.
I was sure.
Renji!
Even from the very first time that I met you three, I felt sure that I could use you. That's the reason why I decided to have you assigned to Squad 5 when I had the chance after you became members of the Court Guard. I made the two useful ones subordinates of Geen and myself, and sent you, the problem child of the bunch, to another company.
I started reading
it. It appears that my instinct was correct.
One last Lord of the Rings book, and then I finally read all three Lord of the Rings. And then at some point in the near future, I'll also be reading The Hobbit.
Captain Eisen! Oh.
I have started The Hobbit, but I'm gonna go back to the beginning because I'm like 2 or 3 pages in.
I'm not leaving her. You
maybe a bit more than that, but I'm not very far in. I think I'm still in the first chapter.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, I don't know the worst part is now. They can't do that, like the iconic scene with Ichigo's theme song, because his theme song is not in the game.
What are you kneeling down for? Is Rukia really that heavy? I thought I'd give you a hand, Renji.
To be continued. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, say, how far in are we now? Well, to be fair, it's still early, but like I like how with the games that they're upgrading onto the Switch 2, that even though some of them are very minute, they're adding extra business to it. Like
what?
Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom have just like the updated visuals, improved frame rates, and all that, like all the things that come along with the improved visuals, resolution, and all the business. You know, not just simply looking nicer. Everything looked better. I think they had HDR as well. I think they mentioned 4K, or that was for something else. So, like, you know, a lot better looking game. But they also added like a functionality with their app that you can sort of get help finding shrines and Korok seeds that you may not have found in the game so far, like a navigation system, which I thought was really cool. Would have been better if they incorporated it into the world and into the game, maybe, rather than having to use an app outside of the game.
But I won't.
But I thought it was fine. Not like amazing, but pretty decent.
I have a plan.
Then Kirby gets like a whole new level or something.
I am going to
or story mode it might have been.
You know just as well as I do. I mean,
depending on what they charge, I might just buy Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom as Switch 2 games to get the case and all the business. Because they got red cartridges. I love it.
Okay,
like, don't get me wrong, I got one randomly here. Like, you know, the black cartridge. Actually, I got 5 right here. The black cartridge is very sort of slick, I would say, and just very standard, very much what you would expect from a cartridge, if you know what I mean. So a red one, and I'm biased because red is my favourite colour. What's this? Complete in a minute and a half. Okay. There's just something about a red cartridge. Anything that they make red instantly appeals to me more.
I can only use this one time. But if it works, it will create an opening. Captain Eisen is very powerful. You'll only have an instant, and a brief one at that. So don't miss it.
Okay.
Oh my god, I got 2. I just noticed. Aww. Don't let us beat his ass.
good at this.
Now you'll see. I can't lose.
Oh, there we go. So it was just the 1 health bar. You can't lose, mind. You heard that. He said it himself.
You should be in 2 pieces right now. I must have miscalculated.
No.
Honestly, I kind of liked how they done it there slightly better. Because you've seen him like actually do the swing and all the business. And it was a bit faster paced. But Ichigo's theme song just abruptly ending was so amazing. And also the blood. Like, nothing makes a sword look more weird than just not having blood when you get slashed by one.
I can't move.
May as well be fighting with metal bars
Rukia
or
Kuchiki.
baseball bats or something.
Oh, I see. You've been weakened thanks to the impact of my spiritual pressure.
Oh, the smile just gone.
Ichigo.
Poor thing. He's still conscious. Your will to live exceeds your skills, but it's working against you now. I wouldn't push myself too hard, though. Your backbone is the only thing holding the 2 halves of you together right now. Struggle all you
So you're gonna
want,
have to just
but
listen
you're
to
never
that.
going to
I'll
be
just mute.
able to make it to your feet. It's not a matter of will. It's structurally impossible. But look at the bright side. You got farther than I expected. Now just rest quietly for a while. Your part in all this is over.
My part?
Right. I can almost guarantee he's going to phone again. I can't answer. I'm doing the stream. There's only 2 people I answer the phone for. He's asked me to call him now. So hopefully he'll wait until I'm done with my stream, because otherwise I'm going to have to keep ignoring him. And right now, I'm only 17 minutes into the stream. So, and he's not very considerate of time. Because if I call him, I'll be stuck on the phone for like half an hour at least. Even if I say I can't talk, based on experience.
That's the reason why I posted surveillance there. I lowered the wall around the Serete right after your arrival. And additionally, placed squads 3 and 9 behind the gate. Then I had Geen drive you 2 away personally. Because the wall had been moved down, and with the captains roaming around there, behind it, I knew that
before he calls again, because he's going to when I don't call back, just mute to my phone. There we go.
I will say your arrival was spectacular, and your group outwitted and outfought even the captains.
He's just going to have to wait until after my stream, and if it's not important, he'll send me a text to say what it is.
Yes, the entire situation was very exciting and engaging. Thanks to the distraction that you provided, even the murder of a captain received little attention.
What's on the back of this?
You made things easy for me.
Ah, Yuhabaha.
Hold on.
As he's called in the manga, anime. I don't know if that's the correct way to pronounce it.
That's completely obvious.
You go Yuach, some people call him.
West Rukon District is Kisuke Urahara's base of operations. The only place you could enter using a Senkaimo.
I just call him Yuhabaha. That's what they say in the show, so I just trust it.
What?
I don't feel qualified to pronounce that name.
You work for him, don't you? Didn't you come to recapture Rukia Kuchiki on orders given by Kisuke Urahara?
Oh, I did, didn't I?
What are you...
No, it wasn't orders, was it?
Oh, I see. Then that means you haven't been told. Ah, well. I suppose I can tell you now that it's all over. To start with, Are you aware that Soul Reapers have 4 basic combat methods? They are Zanjutsu, Hakuda, Ho-Ho, and finally Kido. Each of these disciplines requires that the user have a certain level of power, but in attempting to master any particular one of those methods, one eventually runs into a wall that's determined by one's potential.
Tell you what, it's very odd playing through this part of the game when I literally rewatched this part about 2 or 3 days ago.
The question becomes, is it possible to break through the walls one encounters?
It's only lucky I watch with Richard like once a month, so I won't have to worry about watching and playing the same part
the hollowification of a Soul Reaper
for a little while. I might be finished with this game before I go down there next, actually. I'd like to think so. Now that I think about it, like, I'd be going down at the end of the month.
Isn't a new theory
so I've got like 3 weeks.
It's been around for quite a while. I focused my efforts on hollows, and eventually I was able to send out a number of hollows with powers very much like those that are possessed by Soul Reapers. Hollows that could turn off their spiritual pressure and make Sanpokto disappear just by touching them. Hollows that could fuse with Soul Reapers. But none of them could be truly considered a new kind of
but then again, if all the other characters, where you got the side stories, if they are substantial, I might still be playing this 3 weeks from now.
In the end, no one was successful at it. That is, not until Kisuke Urahara. Working outside the Soul Society's scientific community, he created a substance that could remove the barrier between Hollows and Soul Reapers in an instant. It was called Hogyoku.
It was indeed, wasn't it?
It was very dangerous. At least he seemed to think so, because before long, he tried to destroy it. However,
rookie
it was
mistake.
To no avail. To Kisuke's dismay, he soon discovered that he was not able to eliminate his creation, and so, reluctantly, he did what he had to do. At that point, Kisuke placed a protective shell around the Hogyoku. By doing so, he was able to implant it deep within a person's konpaku. Now, do you understand?
Yeah, they said there's a dedicated Nintendo Switch Direct on the 17th, I think. I really hope they announce the price on the 17th.
What?
By the time that I'd become aware of this secret, you'd already gone missing somewhere in the world of the living. But
so I'm hoping,
I knew that Kisuke
like I say, if it's up to me,
I can think of no one else.
I would hope it's like no more than 350.
So then,
I can go over 350 if I have to, because if it's more. But one of the games announced as Mario Kart, so I'll definitely be buying Mario Kart. I'll need to buy a second set of Joy-Cons, a second grip,
it was only a few months later
and
that you were
those alone
discovered
will
in the
cost
world
over
of the
100.
living.
So I'd prefer if it didn't go over 350, because the console. Oh, that's not as good as in the anime at all.
It's been a
He
long
drops
time
down
since I
and he
was
looks
able
like
to
he's
set eyes on
24
your
foot
face.
tall.
Tell me, what brought about the change, Sajin?
Why, how dare you grin at me like that?
How dare you steal that car?
Misled and deceived us all. But now you're going to pay for that. So will you, Konami.
Screaming once again.
Explain yourselves
With a
if you
Naruto
can.
t-shirt on. This one's a pajama t-shirt though, unlike my other one, which is Itachi, which I don't think I pointed out actually. I had an Itachi t-shirt on, which got ripped, so I no longer wear it as an outdoor t-shirt. But it is an outdoor t-shirt. Oh, pardon me.
What?
Again, I'm not sure, I can't remember what you can say for a bird.
Next to Konami?
Kaname, not Kaname.
Hitsugi.
Kaname. Hiten Mitsurugi Ryu So-san.
How could they be so unequal in strength?
Oh, I wonder if they do a
Kyoka
Rurouni
Suigetsu's
Kenshin
complete
game.
hypnosis is flawless. Even if
I would
you know it's
only
coming,
play
you can't
as
prepare.
Kenshin.
It's impossible to evade.
Makoto, and is it Soji? Sojin? Kenshin's master. Actually, I'd probably play as
No, it was
what's
a
his name?
failure.
The Wolf of
I couldn't
Mabui.
even summon a third of its normal destructive capability. Hado in the 90s are rather
It's not coming to me. But you know, the guy who holds his sword like that.
I'm sorry.
He does the lunge. I'm forgetting his name.
Oh yes, Rukia Kuchiki. The moment when you were discovered in the world of the living, the very first thing I did was to eliminate the Council of 46.
What?
Isane probably told you something to the effect of...
Yeah, well, he does explain it in fairly substantial detail that he'd done everything. So why did Uryu do it beforehand? I'm gonna have to pull up my manga after this stream just to see if I forgot that Uryu does in fact spell it all out before Aizen spells it all out.
And then I placed a spell on the central underground assembly hall. That way, I made it appear as if the council members were alive and were simply in session. Even if someone were to enter the chamber, they wouldn't see anything unusual. But then,
it's not unusual to see council members having a council.
No captain would even be attempting to go there anyway. Then after that, the three of us hid ourselves inside the underground assembly hall. From there, we issued orders as though we were the Council of 46,
join our club,
with no one on the outside being any the wiser. To ensure
that you were points for gifts, but it doesn't work.
We dispatched your brother.
I haven't been able to use my Bandai points
that have been hidden
for a few years now, I believe, isn't it? Or am I just got terrible track of time? And it's only been like a year and a half. I feel like it's been like 3-4 years though.
Make an attempt to rescue you. If the execution failed because of such an attempt or for some other reason, I needed to have a backup plan at the ready.
Really, a black screen? We can't have something.
And what I found is this.
No!
The secret.
Say it isn't so. He cut off me big toe.
Amazing. Something as small as this. The Hogyoku. The Konpaku itself is undamaged. Amazing technology. Unfortunately, you are no longer needed. Kill her, Gin.
All right then. Shoot him dead, Shinzo.
Oh yeah, Byakuya boy. That's a cool thumbnail to have, you know.
Byakuya, why? Why did you? Why? Byakuya, Byakuya, Byakuya.
If we manage to see Ulquiorra and Yami coming in like Vegeta and Nappa, that might have to be the thumbnail also.
Ah, there's a face I haven't seen for a while.
Oh, goddamn. Aizen and his bitches.
Don't move. You twitch so much as a finger. And you lose your head.
And I'll hunt you down and gut you like a fish.
Don't move.
Tell you what, getting to see like a young Yoruichi when she actually used her Zanpakuto would have been so cool. Just to see what her Zanpakuto is, to see what her Bankai is.
Can't you see? Take a good look around.
But at the same time, her brother doesn't use one. Yorichi, I think his name is. So maybe they just don't use them.
Captain Aizen!
It's over, Aizen. What is it? What's so funny, Aizen?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's time.
Sorry phone, get back!
What's so funny, Iazun? Hello?
You know, it really is too bad. I wouldn't have minded being your prisoner a while longer. Bye-bye, Kongiku.
I'm sorry.
Ah, there he goes.
You can't escape.
Well, I think he can. He appears to be.
That light goes by the name Negacion. It's something that the Menos Grande use in order to rescue each other. The moment that light envelops something, it's all over. They're in another world now. It's been taken out of our hands. There's simply nothing that we can do any longer. It's the reality that anybody who's ever fought against the Menos Grande is well aware of. That from the moment at which the light came down, this was already over, and Aizen was beyond our reach even then. Kaname! Come down here, Kaname!
Kaname? Why is his name Kaname?
Why did you become a Soul Reaper? Wasn't it for the sake of your dead friend?
Come down here, Konami.
Wasn't it so that you'd be able to uphold justice?
Bandai is waiting for you.
Justice now? Where has it gone?
I told you, Sajin. The path that I choose to follow is the one that's least soaked in blood.
Yeah, after rewatching it, I like the old voice.
And in fact,
I don't like this whole new trend of swapping voice actors. It's so stupid. Like, I just hate the hypocrisy. There's black people voicing white characters, yet we must replace every white person who's white, except for Yoruichi. She fought for her character and she won.
You joined forces with the Menos Grande, but why?
Like, granted, some of these people may not be like union workers or something, or whatever that whole deal is, because that's why Jushiro has a new voice actor.
Don't kid yourself, Ukitake. No one has ever stood atop the heavens before. Not you, nor I, nor the gods. But the unbearable vacancy of heaven's throne ends now.
Oh, goodbye, glasses.
I will stand at the top. It's time to say goodbye, Soul
Like, it's just
Reapers.
stupid. The whole point of voice acting is you use your voice to create a voice that fits the character.
For a human.
That's all there is. Doesn't matter what the person looks like, doesn't matter what the character looks like. If the voice fits them, we're good to go. Adding this extra layer is just, it's retarded. I don't care. Like, same with what they did with, was it Disney saying only black people can draw black characters, only white people. Actually, I don't know if they did it for white people. They're quite racist to white people. I'm going to assume only white people can draw white people. Only Asians can draw Asians. Like, are you joking? Are you serious? Like, these people applied themselves for years to become some of the best of their craft, and now you're saying you can only draw this one particular kind of thing now because we are all super racist and all we see is race, and now we're going to make it so everyone sees race now.
Well, for now at least. But moving forward, the rest of it will have to be up to them. Kotetsu is going to continue with their treatment. Who's left?
Sir, there's still Captain Kuchiki and the Ryoka boy.
The Ryoka boy.
Like the Ryoka girl doesn't need our help at all. You were reckless, Captain Kuchiki. Rukia Kuchiki, come here, please. Captain Kuchiki is asking for you.
Is he? He didn't say anything. He's just lying there, dead. Not really dead, but you know.
Are you there?
I'm right here, Byakuya.
Well, there's something that I want to tell you about.
There's a lot of exposition in this game. A lot of exposition. Give us the short version, please.
It was on a spring morning about 50 years ago when I lost my wife.
Is it Hisane? Or Isane?
Her name was Hisana.
Yeah. Oh, Hisana. That's close enough.
Hisana passed from the world of the living and was sent to the Rukon district along with her sister. It was difficult for her to survive there while also having to provide care for her sibling, so she decided to run away.
Hisana never forgave herself for what she did. After becoming my wife, she continued to search for her sister almost every day over the course of the next 5 years. Before she passed, she spoke to me and said, "Please keep looking for my sister. And when you find her, use your power to protect her."
So could Hisana have been a Soul Reaper then?
That, and continued to look for Hisana's sister. I managed to find her just a year later, and soon after, brought her into the Kuchiki clan. Per Hisana's dying wish, I kept Hisana's relation to her secret, and never revealed it to my sister-in-law.
Oh, okay, we are getting a shortened version by the looks of it. That's good.
That person is you, Rukia. When I brought you and Hisana into the Kuchiki clan, I broke the law against mixing the blood of a noble family with the blood from one of ignoble birth. Not once, but twice.
Ignoble?
That is the reason why, after I took you in, I made an oath while standing at the graves of my parents. I vowed that I would never again break the law. I swore from that moment on, I would always uphold it, whatever it might cost to do so. When you were condemned to execution, I was left adrift, not knowing what I should do. Should I honor the oath that I made to my parents, or should I remain true to the promise I made to Hisana? I asked myself, what was I to do?
What indeed?
Ichigo Kurosaki, I thank you. Rukia, I'm sorry.
One week after Aizen's departure. Okay.
They let me use their sewing room.
Oh, very nice. 40 minutes.
I tried to remember what everyone was wearing when we
got
here.
That's why I ended the stream early last time.
What do you think, Chad?
The pattern, it's different.
I added my own touch. This one's for you, Orihime.
It's kinda cute.
You think so? I made this too.
Well, they're not showing them.
It's for Rukia to wear back in the world of the living.
You could have just shown a picture.
She used to wear before.
I suppose because it just doesn't matter.
You know, I think that you might be better at making clothes than fighting.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna show this to Rukia.
The pattern's not different. It's supposed to have an X. Like a Quincy cross of red. One going down and then across. Yeah, also right, Chad is supposed to say that he's better at making women's clothes than men's clothes.
None of you cowards wants any of this? All right, fine.
I mean, he's ripped he is, hasn't he?
I'll spar with you. I'll admit, you've got guts. You sure? You just finished convalescing, and I won't hold back. Well, so did you. But I wasn't convalescing. I was injured, not sick.
Hey! Good morning, Captain! Well, well. You're looking pretty good, Ichigo. Have your wounds healed up?
Right. Yeah. I'm fully...
You are, huh? I'm glad to hear it. This means that now I can fight you without holding back! Hey, come back here, boy!
No way! Forget it! I'm never fighting you again!
What? You won't get away!
I don't like the lazy just black screens every now and again.
Ever since that Ichigo showed up on the scene, Oh well. Better rowdy than boring, I suppose.
Listen, why exactly are you here with us? What about Captain Komamura?
Well, to tell you the truth, the fact of it is, our captain wants to be left alone for a little while.
Understandable. His best mate did just defect. And, you know.
Nameless friend of Konami, tell me, just what would you have said to stop him?
It's so bizarre. It's like he forgot how to pronounce the names, or just got different direction this time.
Captain Komamura, if I may ask you something, will Captain Tosin ever come back?
Undoubtedly. And when he does, we'll knock the cobwebs from his head.
I wouldn't have minded being your prisoner a while longer. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm the Grinch, and I'm sorry.
How I hate you. So stupid.
What is?
Ah! You scared me.
There's someone here to see you, Rangiku.
Aw, they didn't do the full joke. She made a joke about nearly popping out of her robes. Or robe.
Rangiku.
Are you hungry? Want some soba buns?
Momo.
Like I say, I'm like pointing out just like little bits here and there. It's not criticisms. Like it is to me like a really good effort. I like how well they've done in terms of quite faithfully adapting the story into a game. The only downside is there is a lot of exposition as a result of them trying to make it so what's it called? She's in a school uniform. So true to the original story, you know, in many ways, or in many areas.
I'm sure that you must be wondering why I'm still alive now.
Not at all.
Because I'm by Yakuya Kuchiki.
If
I said that weird.
And who would I have around to compete with, huh? Captain,
Renji!
Just shut up!
Huh?
Listen, what do you want? Come on! I was about to say something heartfelt here.
Oh, sorry. Do you happen to know where Rukia is?
Huh? What?
Wait, how did Orihime get there?
Something happened to her?
Well, if you don't know anything...
Come on, Ichigo. You really shouldn't enter the hospital rooms of people that you don't know.
Hey, Orihime.
Well, he kind of knows him.
I guess I kind of know him.
Yeah, see?
Sorry. Renji, Byakuya. See ya.
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have bothered you.
What was that all about? Is everything all right, Captain?
It's just that, is he really going to continue doing that? Is he actually going to keep calling me by my first name?
At least they kept that joke in. I don't think it's quite the same, but I'm glad they kept that one.
Someone else about Rukia?
The real question is, are they going to put back the jokes that the 1,000-Year Blood War anime took out?
You already searched the Seirete, right? Well then, there's only one other place that she can be. Hey, I knew you'd be here.
Ichigo, Orihime.
Looks like you're all done. Let's go. They're gonna open the gate to the world of the living tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes, I.
You're still not.
I don't know. Do I just leave it at the end of the arc now?
You should rest up for
and then start with the new arc tomorrow?
Yes, I will, but first, there's
because we're already 45 minutes in.
I've decided that I'm going to stay here.
No, I think I'll do a bit of the next arc. Even if it's just like the first 2, 3 bit, like,
okay.
Scenarios, I guess.
That's good.
What?
Wherever they, you know, it might just be 3 cutscenes and that's it.
Guess if that's what you want. Look, if you really want to stay here, then I think that you should stay. I remember it now. I know the reason why I wanted to save you so badly.
What's that, son?
This is the official Senkaimon. Of course, we installed a Reishihen Kanki just for you. Ichigo, this is for you.
Oh, how kind. My very own piece of wood with a skull on it.
Jushiro, what is it?
Well, Rukia, take care.
I will. Chad, Uryu, Orihime, take care, guys.
Oh, I almost forgot. Here. Uryu made this for you. You have to wear it, okay?
Huh? Sure.
I'll see you, Rukia.
Yeah. Thank you, Ichigo.
Nice robe she got there now with the little flowers.
That's my line. Thanks, Rukia. Because of you, the rain is over. It's finally stopped.
Aww. Sucky little bugger. Oh. Is there another one? Is there a new one? Or is this the same one as last time? I can't remember. It's good though, whatever. Even if it's the same one. Oh yeah, Shinji boy. Okay, it's not the same, because last time it showed all of the captains at their meeting. When Toshiro first started suspecting Gin. So it's the same song, I believe, but it's just like a little... Oh, we got an achievement, a trophy. Finish chapter 2. Only 22% of players have done it. And I've been going really slow. The Visored Arc. Ah, is that what this one's actually called? Or have they split it, because they can't just have the Aronka arc, and each mission is like 1%. Right, we're on 50 minutes. Oh, it's this guy again.
The series of events in the world of living were all of the work of Sosuke Aizen, captain of the Squad 5.
Of the Squad 5.
The whole Gyoku had been hidden inside Rukia by Kisuke Urahara. This orb fell into Aizen's hand, who then disappeared along with Gin Ichimaru and Kaname Tosen.
He said Kaname slightly weird, so we're not as bad as Sajin.
As such, Ichigo Kurosaki and friends once deemed invading Ryoka, who had sent the Seirei into disarray, were able to reconcile with the squads of the 13 Court Guard squads.
I like how they're literally illegal immigrants as Ryoka.
To accept Rukia's decision to stay behind. With this, summer vacation ended for Ichigo and his friends.
The Visored Arc, Harbinger. Why is it a recap at the very beginning of all these arcs when we literally just done them? Is this my boy Korn? That was random. Ah, Korn is in Ichigo's body, is he? Hello?
Shut up, fool! Can't you see that I'm having the dream of the century over here? Ooh, what rotten timing! Just another 2 minutes or so, and I would have gotten the chance to be up to my ears in pudding and babes!
Pudding.
Ah! Ichigo! All right, you're finally back. Great. Now I'll be able to get out of this stupid body. Oh, hey, wait a second. If you're back, then does that mean... Welcome home, Rukia! Hey. Huh? Where is she?
Oh, that's me.
What? How come? What was the point of you going there then?
What?
Whoa, this substitute Soul Reaper combat pass really turned him back into soul candy. Sorry.
Oh, they changed Ichigo's bedspread.
Tomorrow. But for today, just let me get a little rest. This combat pass is...
If I am not mistaken. Unless Ichigo's bed changed later in the anime as well.
In the Soul Society, we were able to bring an end to quarrels that
so many tits in Bleach.
The quarrels with Ganju and Kukaku, and even with Byakuya.
Big tits, that is to say.
When Rukia told me she'd decided to stay in the Soul Society, there was no trace of her usual sadness about her. Before, when I left the Soul Society, Jushiro gave this to me. It's what's called a Substitute Soul Reaper Combat Pass. When a Substitute Soul Reaper has been of service to the Soul Society, giving them a badge like this is a long-standing tradition. It's meant to be an acknowledgement for all of their good deeds.
So you got Orihime, Rangiku,
and returned to the
Kukaku,
we found that Kisuke was
Unohana,
waiting there to greet us.
Isane, maybe.
He also wanted to apologize. For hiding the Hogyoku inside Rukia.
Halibel.
He had his reasons for that, but regardless,
Nell.
he ended up putting all of us in danger because of it. But all of that has been put behind us now.
Did Bambietta?
Kisuke came to our aid just when we needed it most. He
the
made
one
us
who was
stronger,
the power,
and
whatever
I think
her
it's
name
thanks to
was.
him we were able to save Rukia when all was said and done. Well, anyway, we're all safely home now. And tomorrow,
At least one of Squad Zero.
Routine,
the one with the big spoon. I can't remember her name.
Soul Reaper.
Maybe Senjumaru as well. I don't recall. Another member of Squad Zero, whose name I do remember. Says 10 potentially right there. At least 8, I believe. 2 of them I'm not 100% certain on.
Ichigo! Come on! You're gonna miss the bus!
Get ready quick, Ichigo! And don't forget to have a good day at school, huh?
Ha ha ha! I remember from like the particular groups. Do any of the, I don't think any of the Visored women do. I don't think any of the Fullbring women do either, because there's Jackie, there's Rurika, or whatever her name is, or Rurika, however you say it. But I don't think either of those two do.
Hi. What's up with your hair? It looks stupid.
What you mean?
What do you mean?
By the way, I heard we're getting a new transfer student this semester. I wonder what they'll be like.
I wonder indeed.
Really?
Hello! Hello!
What?
Hello! Hello!
Ichigo.
Hello! Hello,
Yeah,
how's
I'll
it
be back.
going? Don't you just hate it when there's hollows? Oh, we get to a fight. Yeah, okay, cool. He's still, This geezer again. Yeah, that's right, boy.
Sorry. I'll kill you.
Now it gets fun.
So crazy. That's new. So crazy. That's crazy,
You know,
y'all.
I totally could have handled this guy by myself. I mean, it really wasn't a big deal.
You already have
You guys
once.
didn't have to cut class.
I know, but I've always wanted to get the chance to lie my way out of class.
Honesty's a good quality, Orihime, but maybe you're overdoing it.
But, where's Uryu?
Uryu hasn't been doing too well, I'm sorry to say.
What? Really?
Yeah, since before we left the Soul Society.
Did you know this?
No.
I have a
So it's
suspicion
weird that they have you, or they give you the option for
that he likes to share
side
things
stories, but then they still have you fight Mayuri as Uryu and stuff like that. Wouldn't that be like one of the key battles of his whole side story, really?
Ichigo Kurosaki, eh?
It's not like the only big one that he wins. He loses against Renji. He fights a few like lower ranked Soul Reapers and wins. Then he fights Mayuri and he wins. He fights Sayazalopero, however you say the bloody thing, and he loses. Who else does he fight before the Oh, what is this? Wait, so if I just click a random character, will it... Okay, I can just do whichever ones I want in this, apparently.
A rare liquor, huh? Tell me more.
Tell me more, tell me more.
District. We rarely get it over here in the Sarate, but they say that it's to die for.
Oh, now you've got me interested. I'd really love to try it out sometime.
Right, what time are we on? We're on exactly an hour now.
What?
Sadly, I have to do some things today, so I won't be able to go for an hour and a half or 2 hours like I would like to.
The walk to the brewery makes the liquor sweeter.
Also, because of parcels, I had to wait until, well, parcels and the Nintendo Direct being an hour. I had to stream a bit later than I initially wanted. If they're all that long, I'll just maybe do all... No, keeps going, okay.
I heard it was in the outskirts of the Rukon district, but I didn't think that it'd be out in the forest. That's weird, though. If it's as good as it's said to be, you'd think they'd sell it in the city.
You'd think?
Either they don't think it's worth it, or there's someone keeping them from doing it. Huh? Hold on. What's that?
Nothing beats this liquor.
A common Soul Reaper.
And the owner here hands out drinks for free. As soon as you tell him you're
Another
a Soul Reaper.
common
Just
Soul
like the
Reaper.
kindest guy you've ever heard of.
You're right. We could sell it to make our wallets heavier, or drink it to make our hearts lighter.
That's a great idea.
We've always sold it to the Rukon district guys. Why don't we try selling it to the nobles too? I'm sure they'd pay us handsomely for something this good.
So, is it possible for me to buy some of that liquor?
Captain Kyoraku?
No, wait. No way Captain Kyoraku would come to a place like this. Must be a lookalike.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, he looks way too unrefined, you know? It'll easily take you another 10 years if you want to pass for Captain Kyoraku. He's the most fashionable man in the 13 Court Guard, no doubt about it.
Yeah! And you even stole a captain's robes. That's not something any old bum can wear. Take that off this moment, you worthless idiot!
Angering me isn't easy, but you guys have succeeded.
Am I going to be beating up these fools? Yes, yes I am. Okay, cool. Okay, so...
Well, well. I don't like having to punish people, but in this case, the situation seems to call for it. And having the court guards trouble the citizens, that's something that I can't allow.
No way!
See? Well, well.
I see he realizes... You're still what? You're still what?
Oh dear. My. Well, I suppose I'm just going to have to kill you then.
Ooh.
Nicely done. Very nice. How many times is this? Can I call this off?
You're fighting a captain, of course you're losing, you idiot.
I have no choice. I'm still here. Well. Losing? See? Strike back. I don't want to fight.
Shing!
Oh dear.
Oh my. Oh dear, my.
Well, I suppose I'm just going to have to kill you then.
I did it! I winded it! In less than a minute and a half. Or in a minute and a half and less. I don't know.
We'll talk about your real punishment in the Serete.
Excuse me?
Huh? Oh, you must be the brewer, am I right?
Yes! So, you really are who I thought you were. I cannot possibly thank you enough for everything you've done.
Captain Kyoraku! Where did you get your hands on this liquor?
Yeah, aren't they drinking buddies?
This is this year's last jar of liquor. I've been hiding it. I would like for you to have it.
What? Are you sure that's okay?
Of course! Please accept it. I can just brew more next year. The only thing I ask is that if you like it, you tell all of your Serete colleagues about it.
I like your attitude. I'll gladly take you up on the offer then. But at least let me pay you for the cost of the jar itself. You'll need to buy a new one for next year's batch.
Oh, what a good man.
What? All of this for one jar?
Really looks like a nice jar, huh? Well, see ya. It's an awfully long story. So, do you like it?
Yes, I'm shocked. And Shuhei and Izuru, hey!
Hey, don't you spill a single drop, Izuru. This could be the last time we get to drink something like this. Yes, sir.
I mean, yes, sir. You're both lieutenants.
It was worth spending literally all of my money for this. Nanao was pretty mad about it, though.
Thank you so much, Captain.
Yeah, forget the formalities. We're drinking today. Here, your cup is empty.
Thank you.
Don't be modest, all right? Drink till you're full. Let's make that brewer happy. And his liquor, too.
Oh, I see. So you're acquainted with the brewer who made this, huh, Captain? Must be nice.
I'd love to write about this. I could compose an article for the Serete Bulletin.
I see.
Nude.
That's very nice.
Why? Captain Tosin!
Why? And Captain Ichimaru, too. I wish he just shared and said what was on his mind.
Oh, yes, that's right. He was always the type to keep his troubles to himself.
Sometimes you just need to be able to talk without having to hold back, you know? Now, the best I can do is listen, but I'll gladly do that.
Captain Kyoraku!
Oh, this has gone on longer than I thought it would for just like a little side story business. And it's still going!
Thank you so much for today! I appreciate it, Captain Kyoraku!
Kyoraku!
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much!
I'll be sure to call you the next time I've got some good liquor.
Thank you! I'm looking forward to that! Alright, good night then!
Looks like they were finally able to let out some of that pent-up steam. Now, it's time for them to take some responsibility.
For what? You're gonna send them a bill? Right, the question is now, do I just do one of those every so often? Or is the game going to be like, yeah, you got... Yeah, so I don't have to do these. I can just skip right ahead to the next story by the looks of it. I'm going to do one more, and then I think I'm going to leave it by there for today. You got Siphon. You got Byakuya. 2 Renjis, Rukias. that one. I'm not going to look at who it is. Trying to figure out the shape. Maybe Konami. Not Konami. Komamura. Ah, okay.
Blasted fools! Forcing us to take part in this nonsense. Do they think the Department of Research and Development is little more than a troop of errand boys?
Could you at least consider it? Oh, I could make it worth your while, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
Right.
It's not every day that 13 court guard squads have events this big. But in any event, what's this board game thing all about? It's a game from the world of the living. It's played with a special board. They say that it's all the rage down there. I see. Kind of like shogi or go, then? Most likely, yes. In the world of the living, they also call those board games, after all. Or at least that's what I've heard. That makes sense. Have the participants already been decided? Not yet, but the idea is to play the game and find out who is the very best player out of all the Soul Reapers. I imagine that the other captains will be playing. I assume they're going to represent their companies. In that case, I believe that I should represent Squad 7. I cannot accept any defeat whatsoever, not even when it comes to games. And now, it's time to get started. Let us begin the board game tournament of the 13 court guard squads!
Okay, I was not expecting a board game.
And I'll be your commentator today. Let's start by taking a closer look at the contestants. First contestant, will her stealth force skills be able to win her this game? Meet Captain Soifo of Squad 2.
Don't underestimate our intelligence gathering abilities. We have already researched board games very thoroughly.
Second contestant, his cool-headedness could be the key to victory. It's Captain Byakuya Kuchiki of Squad 6.
Do your best, Byakuya!
Fear not. I shall not be defeated.
Rukia, aren't you gonna root for Captain Ukitake's success?
Third contestant, probably the most intelligent man in the room. Say hello to Captain Kurotsushi of Squad 12.
It would be no fun to utterly destroy all of you. So please, I hope that you'll do your best.
Now, let's continue introducing the contestants.
It looks like most of the captains have decided to participate.
Yeah, so it would seem.
It's supposed to be a way to improve morale, which frankly could use some bolstering the way things have been in the Soul Society.
Old Man Yama is taking this surprisingly seriously. We might as well have some fun.
The board game tournament is rapidly approaching its climax. The last game was actually developed by Squad 12 itself. It goes by the memorable name, Souls and
Sorry,
Ladders.
it's just coming through.
Squad 12.
Pepsi.
So, who's going to win this final match? Let's get started and find out!
Very well then. I'll be the one to go first. And my role is... a 5.
Captain Hitsugaya stopped on the spot that reads, your lieutenant took a day off without permission. He must skip a turn.
What?
Run, Giku!
Bad luck right from the start. Okay, I'll go next. Now, my role. A 6. Ha! Yes, I'm going to win.
Captain Soifon stopped on the spot that reads, someone you like complimented you. She must skip 2 turns.
What?
Why would I skip turns because of that? Well, I mean, at least I get complimented, I suppose.
Captains
Sorry.
should not be swayed by such a trifling matter as a game.— now, my role is...
a 1.
Captain Kuchiki stopped on the tile that reads, "Your little sister ran away from home. He must go back to the start."
No way. All right, I go next then. My role is
2.
So it's a 4.
Ah.
Captain Kurotsuchi stopped on the tile that reads, "Your stupid subordinate's left and you can focus on your research." That means he can go 4 tiles farther.
I suppose that I should apologize for being so lucky right from the get-go.
Wonderfully done, Lord Mayuri.
Is he cheating?
But what company would go through all the trouble of organizing a tournament? Especially one as big as this. Apparently the whole tournament was organized by Squad 12. Wait, hold on a second, everyone.
Captain Komamura?
It seems that this die is no ordinary die. I require an explanation. Squad 12, Captain.
What are you talking about now, I wonder?
You insist on pleading innocence. Really? Just what are you hiding in that hand, then?
Hiding something? Me? And what would that be?
You cannot deceive my eyes and ears. I shall bring your lies to the light, right here and right now.
Okay. I too assumed he was cheating. Hit a Kikon move. Okay. So break his first health bar. Oh.
Captain Komamura?
Do you take us for fools? It's plain as day that you've been controlling the outcome all along. You must take responsibility for insulting all those who fought honestly.
Damn you, what's her name? Namu? Forgot her name, man.
Besides, at this point, just as easy as strangling a baby.
Okay. Okay.
Besides, at this point, just as easy as strangling a
Little baby.
This is not over.
I think it is. Over. Just as I thought.
Oh?
How could you act so deceitfully? You must explain your actions.
I'm just collecting some data, that's all. I wanted to see who would be able to find me out first.
You fiend. We were pouring our very souls into the game, and at the same time, you...
So I won.
Quite the useful exercise. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Kurotsuchi! Amazing, Captain Komamura! You saw through Captain Kurotsuchi's cheating! Incredible! Wait, who organized the tournament?
Lately, everyone's been so glum. I didn't think they'd get so excited over this. Glad we hosted it.
The most surprising thing is that it was Captain Kurotsuchi's idea.
Ah, is that it then? Was this his plan all along? Kurotsuchi, was all this just some kind of twisted attempt at providing us with some entertainment?
It looks like this is a situation that will have to be solved outside of the board game.
Oh,
So?
looks like it's decided. Komamura is today's big winner.
Excellent work seeing through the deceit, Kamamura. Hey, Captain Genryusai.
Well then, I think that this calls for a feast. Hey, Captain Komamura, come here. Let's share a drink together for once.
Cheers.
Chin chin. Chin chin, old boy, chin chin.
But why would you let Komamura take the praise? Rangiku Matsumoto.
It really isn't anything too important. It's no big deal. After all that happened, they all looked so dejected. Captain Komamura, Shuhei, everyone. I just wanted to give them something to smile about again. And Captain Komamura almost never accepts my invitations to drink together, so... Thanks to you, they all enjoyed themselves. You have my gratitude. But I must ask, why go through so much trouble? Did you stand to gain anything from that?
I never even move a finger if I don't stand to gain something from it. I'm under no obligation to tell you, but...
You got one of them funky TVs.
Was just a dummy. The real interesting part was the die itself. It contains a device that can measure spiritual pressure. I gathered some useful insight from it.
Sneaky as usual.
And now, the payment. I want what you promised me.
Here it is. A fresh sari from the world of the living. Smells good, doesn't it? It's charcoal grilled, and I bet it's delicious. I've also brought sudachi, grated radish, and soy sauce. Enjoy it as you see fit.
I see. Nemu, let's eat at once.
Yes.
Well, oh, right, another then. Character, Nemu.
By the way, Nemu, is it true what you said earlier?
It is. Just the other day, Captain Komamura let me borrow his helmet.
Helmet? You mean the one he's always wearing?
That is the only one that he has.
Whatever. All right, we're all square now.
Yes. Thank you very much, Lord Mayuri.
I suppose I could change her head into a helmet.
Is anything the matter, Lord Mayuri?
Nothing. Just look forward to your next scheduled maintenance.
Just gives her a helmet for a head. Oh, goodness, Mayuri. What will you think of next, you madman? Right, so yeah, I'm going to leave it by there for now. And I am going to go through all of these as part of the playthrough as well. Let me move this, because 2 of those were 6. So we got 12. And then we got 24. Then we got... Oh, no, can't go down. What is it? I said 24, so 30. So like 36%. Just doing the... So doing all of these will take us to around just over a third of the actual chapter. So I'm not going to avoid them. I will do them. and then we will continue the story. So I'll start with these because they're fun. They're clearly some sort of filler business. It would be nice to think that Tite Kubo himself... Oh, even says one, I didn't notice. Probably can't see it. It says, until the end of the Arrancar arc. So, if Kubo wrote them himself, makes them even better. Even if he didn't, they're still fun, and I've enjoyed the two that I did. I enjoyed the, what's it called? The Mayuri one more than my favourite character, funnily enough. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope there's more of these for the other chapters. It'll be fun to do some with the Arrancar. Take care and have a fantastic rest of your day. Like and subscribe if you've enjoyed. Follow on Twitch if you want to support the channel. Take care and bye-bye. That was basically an hour and a half anyway. Didn't get to finish that much earlier.